Mike, I would like to know how long you've been employed here at Pickwick Electric.
I've been working 4 years.
Great. And can you tell me a little bit about what your daily job responsibilities are?
I sweep and clean the bathrooms and mop, vacuum, clean the glass doors, where you come in.
Well, you keep them sparkling because I noticed how nice everything was when I came in.
Yes.
So you do a good job. And what's your favorite thing about being employed here?
I enjoy doing my job, real good, and I like the people that work here.
Good. So you enjoy the friendships and the
Yes.
associations that you've had. That's great. What about the extra income that you make?
Yes.
What do you like to do with the extra income that you have because of your job?
I got a savings account and I save my money up.
Wow,
Yes.
that's wonderful. Anything special that you're saving for? Or are you planning a trip or something you want to purchase, or you just like to be a saver?
I'm saving money for Christmas. That's right now.
Savannah, how long have you been Mike's job coach here at Pickwick Electric?
I've been his job coach off and on his whole 4 years.
Great. What can you tell me about the changes in his skills and abilities that you've seen from when he began 4 years ago to today?
When he first began, he was kind of slow and trying to get used to everything, but over the years he's sped up and he does it more efficiently. He still needs help with a few things, but for the majority he does a really good job.
Great. Everything looked really good. Now, how long have you been with the agency?
February will be 15 years.
What can you tell me about changes in the service deliveries that you've seen in 15 years?
There's been quite a few changes over the years with state regulations and everything, but for the most part we still keep them first, and whatever they want to do we try to keep that in mind, and we go by regulations as much as possible. And
Absolutely. And so you've seen the emphasis move to a public supported employment path.
yes.
And so obviously that's working for Mike. You've seen that with other persons we support as well, I'm sure.
Yes, ma'am. As far as the job coach part, I wasn't part of that. I was in the residential setting when it first started doing all the changes. But even since I've started job coaching, there's been quite a few changes.
Great, great. Well, we thank you for your
Oh,
service.
thank you.
Can you tell me how long Mike has been working for Pickwick Electric?
In 3 months, I guess it'll make it 4 years that he's been here with us. He came in probably about a year, I guess, after we got in the new building or so. So he's been here almost 4 years.
And what would you say are his best qualities?
Mike is, of course, he's punctual, but what he also is he's determined. And if he has a task and he knows what he needs to do, he's going to do it, and he's determined to get that done. And some of the things, if we like the shredding that he does for us, if he starts getting low, he'll come and he'll say, "Hey, I'm almost out," because that's part of his job. So he knows he wants to do his job.
Great.
It's been really good.
Good, good. What other job responsibilities? I know you said he did the shredding. Are there other things that he routinely does here?
Well, what we did in the beginning, when Mike came, at the old building, what we had is we had a person that worked at night and would clean the building for us. When we moved to this building, it's a much larger building, okay? And so what we were doing is we were rotating it through employees. And part of that, I guess, was to give us an idea of the frequency and what we needed to do. But when Mike came, we took him all through the whole campus, not just this main building. He also does the transformer shop. He does the warehouse, break room, office areas down there. So he has a rotation. So we sat down and figured out about how long it would take and built a rotation for him to do. And he does a lot of the common areas, a lot of the break rooms, the restrooms, some of the individual offices, but just so that he can do what we need him to do, we do a lot of our own cleaning in our offices. It's just to keep for him to be able to do the rest of it. So he does a lot of the common areas. He's got a cycle that he does, and we know when the cycle is, and he knows when it is, so we can kind of plan around each other. So works really well.
It sounds like it does. How many days a week, how many hours a day does he typically work?
Well, we just bumped that a little. I think we've gone to 3. It was 2 hours a day, but we've gone to 3 hours a day now, and not that we really added a lot to it, but it's a big campus, so he's at 3 hours a day now, and it works. Like I say, it's working really well for us, and the employees. Mike's seen as an employee by other employees. I mean, joke with him, kid with him. They know about what day he's going to be where, and he gets along with us well, and we get along with him well.
Oh, that's great. What would you tell other prospective employers who are considering hiring someone who has a different skill set?
Well, like in Mike's situation, you can tell, getting back to his dedication or his determinedness or whatever you want to call that, but he is fulfilled by doing what he does and seeing us appreciate what he does, and I think it does a lot for him. Does a lot for us because he was out. I think he got quarantined there for a period of time, so he was out for a couple of weeks. And before the end of the couple of weeks, we had different people. When is Mike coming back? And I said, he will be back. I said, so it's good. It's a good situation.
Oh, it sounds like it does. And the next question was, how does he interact with other folks? And of course, it sounds like they're all used to seeing him at his designated place within the facility on certain days.
Learn his interest. Who's he a fan of? What team is he a fan of? And then you poke fun, and you make jokes, and so it's just like an employee. Of course, he has his, give him a shirt, so he's got basically the PEC attire, so he is an employee. He's a part-time employee, but he is an employee.
That's great. And as far as your interactions, I know we provide a support staff to help him learn his job assignments and also, keep the paperwork that we need to do. All that's working well, I gather.
Yes.
Great.
And like I say, when we moved from the 2 hours to 3 hours, talked with Savannah, and it wasn't kind of an overnight thing. We sat down and we said, okay, let's go through his schedule and let's see if there's anything we want to change, tweak, move, whatever. And we did move a couple of things from one day to the next just to balance his workload, knowing that it would be easier for him to get it done. So yeah, so it's, I got nothing but praise for the whole process, basically. So we've benefited, he's benefited. It's just a good deal.
Well, you can't ask for more than that,
That's right.
absolutely.
That's right.
We appreciate the opportunity to let you put his skills and talents to use.